but they have a huge support inside a near capacity stadium for Ibrox this afternoon. Tremendous atmosphere, conditions absolutely ideal for football. Team news for Rangers: Jim Stewart and Robert Pritz are out as expected through injury. Davy Cooper's on the bench, replaced by Dave Mitchell, but Sandy Clark and Craig Patterson are fit and they're in their usual places. Jimmy Nicholl too, he plays his second match for Rangers, and despite his vast experience with Northern Ireland in the World Cup and with Manchester United, I'm sure this is an experience he'll never forget. The Celtic team have Brian Whittaker back at left back in place of Graham Sinclair. But the big loss for them is the absence of Roy Aitken, who's out through suspension. That means the return to central defence alongside Tom McAdam for Willie McStay. Celtic, of course, in buoyant mood after two 5-goal performances in the last week. Against Sporting Lisbon on Wednesday night and against Hibs last Saturday. There's Dave McKinnon. Whittaker flashing with Sandy Clark. Referee allowing play to go on. Clark's on the deck. Advantage has been allowed. This is Nicholl. You see there Clark still on the ground. Cleared up by McAdam. And McKinnon lets it run to allow Clark some treatment. The referee attending to Sandy Clark is George Smith from Edinburgh. There's the clash initially between Clark and Whittaker. The second tackle by Whittaker was a bad one. Clark, of course, just back from injury. He's had a tough time this season. Came back into the side in Portugal on Wednesday night. Rangers will undoubtedly be worried about him. So Clark resumes, limping a little. There's Mitchell. Tackle from Barnes. These opening moments in an Old Firm match, very tense indeed. Clark now appears to have recovered. McKinnon's cross, Mitchell couldn't reach it. And a free kick's been given in any event inside the Celtic box. That's done by Paul McStay. The player crowded out, that's a bad pass back, there's Frank McGarvey. And Peter McCloy rescues Rangers. What a let-off that was for Rangers. A player coming through, there seemed to be very little danger. Craig Patterson's pass back, he didn't spot Frank McGarvey, and that was a great opportunity for the Celtic striker, foiled by McCloy. That'll do Peter McCloy a lot of good in the Rangers goal, boosting his confidence. Foul by Whittaker. Sandy Clark taking on Whittaker. Good positioning by Willie McStay. Covering well for Celtic, but it's a Rangers throw. The target is Sandy Clark. McAdam concedes the corner kick. So once again, Craig Patterson and John McClelland move forward from the back. Harry McCoy's waiting for their arrival, take the corner kick. Header from McPherson. That just needed a touch from Sandy Clark. McPherson's header coming straight through to Bonner. Good deep corner kick this from McCoy, right across the face of the goal. McPherson using his commanding height, a good leap, downward header. And you see there that a touch from Clark would surely have given Rangers the lead. McLeod getting a second chance. It's beyond McKinnon. Well, if Provan could have controlled that on the run, there would have been an opting on. Provan's in trouble, but here's Barnes. Well, McGarvey, you see Provan still on the ground. Seems to be in a lot of trouble. And the free kick given against Jimmy Nicholl. McGarvey joining Davy Provan on the deck. Provan looks the worst affected. Here's Provan with McKinnon. Trying to get back to the ball, Provan. Caught from the back by McKinnon. So Provan limping towards the touchline. I think he may have to go off for further treatment. Both the Celtic subs are out on the track warming up. And the match will continue with the Celtic free kick. McLeod playing it through behind the goal kick. So now it looks as though Davy Provan will take no further part in the match. There's Jim Milrose. So, bad break for Celtic early in the match, losing Davy Provan. The replacement, experienced figure of Jim Milrose. Whittaker and Clark both missing it. Free kick given for the push by McAdam on Mitchell. This is promising for Rangers. Well, they don't have Davy Cooper on the field. He's certainly their specialist in this sort of situation. Redford is placing the ball. Bonner lining up his wall. The three men in the wall. Ali McCoist just on the end. Nicol is beside Ian Redford over the ball. Pat Bonner now appears to be happier. Sandy Clark joining the wall. Well, the referee Smith now insisting that the wall is 10 yards back and that Clark does not interfere unfairly. Got a deflection, that's great goalkeeping from Bonner. Ian Redford coming very close indeed. There's the wall lined up for Redford. Took it with the left. Clark peeling off. Got a deflection upward of McLeod, and that's fitted into an even better save from Pat Bonner. Livingston to his brother Paul. Good pass inside. Here's McLean with some room. Nicol sold himself rather, or Dawson rather. That's Whittaker. And McClellan's clearance. Here's Mitchell with a bit of room to work. Livingston coming to meet him. Just Clark up for the moment. Redford appearing on the far side. And that was a problem for Mitchell. He had no support inside. Dawson's header. There's McPherson. McPherson's away from McStay. A great chance for Rangers. And the cross missed out Sandy Clark. Well up for Dave McPherson. Clark finding McCoist. Mitchell couldn't control it. McLeod setting it up for Tommy Barnes. Good tackling back from McCoist, but McGarvey collects it. This time the effective tackle was from Jimmy Nicol, but that time it's a free kick. Obstruction on the part of Nicol. Barnes has had very few chances to shine this afternoon. Jimmy Nicol's been his marker throughout the entire first half. And Barnes, who was so effective on Wednesday night against Sporting Lisbon, finding it very tough to make room to develop his creative play today. Good running from McKinnon. Oh, and Whittaker and McKinnon. What a temper between the two players there. Whittaker will be in trouble. McKinnon too, perhaps. Well, Brian Whittaker doesn't think a lot of McKinnon's sense. Well, we see this again. Whittaker playing it back. This incident seemed to be all over. Then a bit of a wrestling match with McKinnon resulting in that retaliatory kick from Brian Whittaker. So McKinnon is booked. Brian Whittaker, it depends a lot on the interpretation of referee Smith, the treatment he has for Whittaker. Certainly violent conduct, the ball was way out of distance. So Danny McGrain coming in to have his tuppence worth as the Celtic captain. George Smith is unimpressed. It's taking a long time about this, George Smith, but it was only the yellow card. Why Whittaker's complaining, I really don't know. There's no question that he had an retaliatory kick at McKinnon. And there goes the half-time whistle. Bedlam all around us as the teams depart after a tremendously competitive first half. By no means a classic in terms of pure football, but total commitment. Peter McCloy going off. He had a vital hand in the match early on. So too had Pat Bonner for Celtic. Two great opportunities in the first half. The first, after a Craig Patterson error with a pass back, letting in Frank McGarvey, and that was an excellent save from Peter McCloy. And then it was Pat Bonner's turn. Free kick outside the box taken by Ian Redford, a deflection off Buddy McLeod. An excellent goalkeeping from Bonner, keeping the score sheet blank. That's the position at half-time. Rangers 0, Celtic 0. Don't miss the second half. McGarvey losing out this time to McKinnon. There's Dave Mitchell all on his own, needs some support. Arriving in the form of Clark. There's McCoist. Bonner came to meet him. Clark's header, and there's Danny McGrain heading it off the line. Well, what a great piece of action that was. Mitchell and Clark vitally involved. Mitchell in the initial stages. There was Clark. McLeod could a touch, putting the ball beyond his defence. McCoist denied by Bonner. Clark's excellent header nodded away by McGrain. Rangers corner kick. Boy swinging it in for Redford. There's Sandy Clark, and perhaps the best chance of the match goes a begging. Bonner looking relieved, and well he might. Corner kick, well out. There's a very good leap here from Redford. It finds Clark on the 6-yard box. He had a lot of space, more time than he knew, and he forced the ball wide. Touch, finding John McClelland. Through it goes to Bonner. Well, Rangers may well regret that missed opportunity, because the impression is growing that the first goal may well be decisive in this match. Stay and Rain working the ball clear, but it's out for a Rangers throw. McClelland's header collected by McStay. The chance is on for McGarvey. Brilliantly struck by Frank McGarvey. 9 minutes into the second half, and Celtic, after withstanding so much pressure, make the breakthrough. Now this is down to some great play from Paul McStay. There's the Langstad header out from McClelland, a neat pass inside. McGarvey took his time, measured the left foot shot, and beat McCloy at the left-hand post. So Frank McGarvey's 9th goal of the season. No wonder he looks out of puff. Rangers rocked by that opening goal. He came so close just a moment ago to taking the lead when Sandy Clark shot wide, and now they're a goal behind. Stay the space for McClair. Was his good play from McClair. He's got McGarvey on the outside, and McGarvey misjudged the run forward. He's offside. Well, McGarvey, I'm sure, will be most annoyed with himself after that brilliant run from Brian McClair. McGarvey not keeping a good enough eye on the Rangers defence, going offside. McCoist goes off, Cooper comes on. Rangers adopting a more adventurous lineup now, I think, with Cooper providing the attacking play in the flank for Clark and Mitchell. Mitchell and Clark are waiting in the middle. They're almost sneaked in. That one are almost taken by surprise. McKinnon had the ball way out wide on the right. Felt as though he was trying to cross it to one of the big men in the middle, but it swerved in under the bar, and Bonner had to look lively to put it over. There's Davy Cooper. Let that one go. Mitchell couldn't reach it properly. Patterson sent it back across and behind. Goal out for the big Ranger centre half. McGrain. McGarvey's return pass. They're losing it to Dawson. Here's Redford. Person recovering well after the fall. Cooper back to McKinnon. Ian Redford. Clark setting it up for Redford. Chance on again for Clark. Still the danger's not over for Celtic as Cooper flights it in again. Bonner came for it. And the clearance from Mclean not decisive enough. Well, McGrain's header should surely have ended it all. For the moment at least. McTay plays it forward. Well, that could so easily have given Rangers an equaliser. Well, the build-up between Clark and Redford set up the chance for Redford's shot, which Bonner did well to block, even though he couldn't hold it. And then came the melee, which was eventually scrambled away by Celtic. Dawson now to Redford. Person playing it forward. Whittaker coming to claim it. That's a free kick, all right. Fouled by Patterson. Bit of desperation creeping in there. So Whittaker appeared to have the ball in possession quite comfortably. Patterson had no chance of playing the ball fairly. So quarter of an hour left. Can Rangers save the match? I think it's going to take a flash of inspiration, perhaps some individual player to turn the tide back their way, because Celtic have certainly grown in stature since he scored. Davy Cooper, the man perhaps who could provide that spark which could save the game. This player content to walk the ball to the corner flag. It's a Rangers throw though. Paul McStay again. Whittaker, Barnes. Celtic very patient now, they have the lead. There's Barnes going all the way, and that's a glorious second goal. A goal of the highest quality, scored by Tommy Barnes, 14 minutes from time, and that surely will tie the game up for Celtic. Well, they don't come much better than this. There's Barnes, disguised to play the long-range shot. The ball forward, the turn layoff from McGarvey, driving into the heart of the Rangers defence. He couldn't be stopped, and McCloy had no chance at all. So some of the Rangers faithful departing the scene as the Celtic supporters begin the celebrations in earnest. Barnes, his 6th goal of the season. He's got a fine one against Sporting Lisbon on Wednesday night, another one today, and you could see the sheer joy with which he knocked the ball into the net. The referee holding play up again. The throw is to Celtic. Just listen to the Celtic supporters. Very happy October. They failed to win in the first 4 attempts in October, then they won 5-1 at the end of the month against Hibs last week, 5-0 against Sporting Lisbon on Wednesday night, and now a 2-goal lead against their oldest rivals. Sandy Clark with McStay. Corner kick's given. So Pat Bonner making certain there's no lapse in concentration. Cooper's corner kick. The near post, John McClelland trying to flick it on. He's won another corner though. The Rangers really do need a goal very quickly to give them any chance at all. Orthodox ball from Cooper. Mitchell got his head to it. Off the line again by McGrain. Bonner was in trouble. Dumped away by Tom McAdam. closest yet. Clark long corner kick, Bonner went for it, couldn't reach it. Mitchell headed it back across. Clark was up with a header, and Danny Mclean, for the second time in the match, heading it off the line. Won by Tom McAdam. Here's Barnes on the left. Well, that was a bad one. It was Davy Cooper. No need for that though from Tommy Barnes. Absolutely no reason at all for Barnes to react that way. And I think both players will be in trouble now. And that's an act of sheer folly, particularly the part of Tommy Barnes. Cooper certainly will be booked for his late tackle. Here's the reason why. Barnes was striding away from him. Cooper had no chance of playing the ball. There's the result. A yellow card for Davy Cooper. The referee having a word with his linesman, Mr. Ward Paisley, and now Tommy Barnes will be in trouble. The referee just checking with the linesman that he interpreted the situation correctly, namely Tommy Barnes bouncing the ball off the back of Davy Cooper's head. Could well have been playing the situation even more. Past his header, Adam wins it. Danny Mclean staying, making himself available inside. Willie McStay at the back. Now the Rangers supporter retaliating to all that chanting at the Celtic end. It really is still bedlam in Ibrox. There's Davy Cooper. And once again, the man coming across with the important tackle was Tom McAdam. Not one of Celtic's most fashionable players in terms of praise, but this afternoon, for my money, he's been outstanding in the heart of the defence. Head flick on, the chance. It's in the net. Forced in by Sandy Clark. And Rangers get a late lifeline with 3.5 minutes left to play. So the corner kick from Cooper was touched on here by McClelland. McPherson's header was blocked on the line. Stay it was, but there was Sandy Clark who forced the ball into the net. And what a finish we're in for now.
Well, it stayed that